What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Ark Survival Evolved. So, in the previous episode, I tried to get that Ankylosaurus. I messed up. I apologize. It was a bit of a filler episode, and I didn't mean to do that. It ended up happening. There's not much I can do about it now. I came all the way. I thought there was maybe some narcotics at my other base. There was not. And so I had this long, lonely walk home with like the Incredible Hulk music playing, where I was just sad because I knew I had wasted your time and my time. And so, in this episode, we're probably going to do the exact same thing. I don't think there's going to be much variance on the strategy, but instead, this time we're going to do what we're supposed to do. And so I need to go back to my stega. Where's my stega? Where my Lash Nasty at? So Lash Nasty's over here. Let's go ahead and... Lash Nasty, you don't have any Mijo berries or Miho berries or whatever the hell you want to call them. I don't care. You can say whatever you want. I live in California, so I'm going to turn the J into an H sound. I'm just going to call it a Miho berry, and that's what's going to happen. We'll go over on this side. I gotta swipe a couple of bushes before we go, but we're gonna fly back over. We're gonna try and get another Ankylosaurus today. I apologize. Typically, I try not to do the same thing 2 episodes in a row, and my estimation is gonna be that we're actually probably not gonna be able to tame him inside the confines of this episode. I was hoping we could find an Ankylosaurus closer to base so that I could tame him while working on other things, because we do have woodworking projects and other like random little things to get done. But I don't see him around, so I don't know. We'll just kind of have to play it by ear until we get out there. So for right now, let me take whatever you got. So you got those right there. You got those right there. I think he liked the Mijo berries. I'm pretty sure he did anyways. And if it wasn't the Mijo berries, Azules I think go with Brontos. I know it wasn't Tintos or Amars. I'll bring them just in case anyways. But I need to take a look at my weight now. And let's make sure that I've got all the things stashed that need to be stashed. Because I got to ride, unfortunately... Oh god, I have an Ichthyosaurus. Oh my, okay, so where did that come from? Why do I have an Ichthyosaurus saddle? What is that doing in my inventory? I know I got another Ichthyosaurus in between episodes. He's over there. I've got 2 of them now. Our shark got killed. And I'm thinking it might be a better plan just to have a big-ass fleet of Ichthyosauruses. I got one that's like lava colors. I'll show him to you. He's like lava colors right now. I have been thinking about doing a Season 2. I just don't know if the public interest is there, and I was going to do it on a PvP server. We were just going to start from scratch, and I was going to play a lot over the weekend to see if I could get us caught up. But I just don't know if the interest is there. I might just swap over to Eden Star for a little while. I think it was for this guy over here. That's what it was. Let's go ahead and throw a saddle on him. I haven't named him yet because I don't know what I want to name him. I'm going to put his Saddle of Servitude on, though. He's like, oh, gee, thanks. I love it when you put it in those terms. I'm like, well, what other terms am I supposed to put it in? I put a saddle on you, and then you do everything I tell you to do. It's totally a Saddle of Servitude. I could lie about it, but... You know, I doubt you're going to like it any better once you figure it out in the first place. I'm going to stab the shit out of you, Dilophosaurus. You better stop. I got a spear, and I know how to use it. It'll get on right now. That spear seems like it must weigh like 38 tons. It's got to be heavy. It's made out of solid iron. Like, the entire thing is just one big grip of iron. Like, it's got to weigh at least 40 pounds. That thing is enormous. So, let's go up this way. It is one of the better weapons. I thought about playing on one of the prehistoric servers where they don't have any guns or anything, and you can only play with, like, spears and kind of just, like, primitive weapons. Seemed like a cool idea because I think that would actually largely balance the game out. Because guns seem to make the game a lot more of, like, a hunt and kill type game, whereas the primitive mode would force you to work with other people because there's just certain things you are not getting done without other people in this game. I mean, I say that knowing full well that I've been playing on solo and getting along perfectly fine. So we've got enough berries, we've got enough narcotics, I got rid of the saddle, we're sitting at 130. Oh my god, we have so much weight going on right now. I got some ladders right there. A lot of the weight is going to come from, I've got that 10-pound spear on me too, so I'll throw that off real fast. A lot of it's going to come from berries and things of that nature. And that just can't be helped right now. I'm going to get rid of some of my extra hatchets. I was out chopping that wood, out there fondling wood for a little bit out in the darkness, and I wanted to get some extra stuff so that we could build some things. But honestly, I'm kind of on the edge. I think one of the other reasons why I may not do a Season 2 while we're on the subject is because there are other survival games we can play and check back in on that I think people will enjoy equally. And that being the case, we're not going to be doing anything new in Ark if I start over on another server. Like, nothing new is going to happen. We're going to do the same shit we've already been doing. And so, that being said, I need to put you on follow me. I'm going to put you on follow me. There we go. I'm going to take the birdies for this one. I'm going to take the birdies for this one because I think it'll make for quicker searching. And so, let's be off and on our way. That's why weight was such a concern, is because we're going to be flying around for the next little bit. I think I'm going to put my headphones on, too. I haven't had my headphones on this entire time, so I have no sound effects going. I'm going to turn that up, too, and see if I can get something turned on right now. It's a little bit dark. I'm going to go for, well, Yeah, you can actually adjust the gamma if you want through the console. You can go gamma 2.5 is actually pretty generous without being cheaty. It'll allow you to see a little bit better, especially if you're trying to make videos. I would recommend that if you're doing videos, you raise the gamma, especially when I stream. I try to do it because people get tired of wandering around in the dark. You're not like gamma cheating. It's not like so bright that you can see everything, but it's bright enough to where nighttime is much less of an encumbrance. I think there should be... Actually, I think the best place we could look for an Ankylosaurus is going to be just northwards. So let's get on it for right now. Let me whip that on out. We should be heading north pretty aggressively. We're heading east pretty aggressively. Damn it. I wish I had better directional sense in this game. I don't know what it is, but I get so disoriented in this game all the time. Like, constantly. It's the weirdest thing. I overestimate my degrees, and these are things that I don't normally do when I work at the compass, like, on my own. And so I don't get why I do it in game, but I do it all the time. I'm going to jump off right here and let him get some stamina back. Shiggity schwa still does not have suitable stamina and also flies off all the time every single time I get off. I need more meat. I think I cooked it all, so we're going to have to murder some stuff first. Otherwise, this is not going to work out so great. Let me jump back on, and let's find some things to murder along the way. It's okay. I think a little bit of murder will spice up the episode, considering we're essentially just rehashing what has already been done. I feel guilty about it, but it is what it is. The things that need to get done need to get done. And I've been taking a break on Ark lately anyways because I've been a little burned out on it. I've got 150 hours in game right now, and I think I'm reaching the end of my potential interest in the game. Not just yet. Like, I'm gonna keep playing it because I think playing a couple episodes a day has been doing it for me so far. We got raptors down there, so it's a little bit risky to land. We've got trikes over there. We got a scorpion on that side. Technically, I should probably kill some scorpions because I'm all out of chitin. If we could kill a couple of scorpions, that would actually work out great. I see... Is that an Ankylosaurus over there? No, it's a Phiomia. There's got to be some up and over here. I know there's probably one around here somewhere. Let me swing through over on this side. I don't know if I've ever seen him over here. There's one right there. I see him. Oh, we got one now, and he's actually pretty close to home. He's not so bad, so we could go on a little hunting mission. I apologize for the lag. Every now and again, the game is just like spawn all of the things right now, and it lags the game out. I don't know why it does that, but for some reason, certain areas and certain beaches and things like that, I don't want Shiggity involved in what's about to happen. I've got some arrows over here, but I need to put in some stone arrows, I think, because I got to help out with DPS, and the lag is just unreal right now. I want you guys to get on him. If you fall asleep, that's fine, but I need the stuff off of him very, very badly. I have no chitin left, so I can't repair my gear. And so every single scorpion we see has got to be a dead scorpion. That's the only way we're going to make it any further in the game. I think I'm also going to kill off... I need meat for all of my random pets. You're mate boosted? I bet you can take a... Well, take him first. He's going to be our first target, and you can do whatever you want with him. There we go. Get that damage off. And we got ourselves an Argentavis taken care of. That should give me enough meat to at least feed some of my supplementary animals here, including the ones that I was riding on. I bet they could take the Stegosaurus. I'm a little bit nervous about it because they're right next to Shiggity Schwa, so I'm not going to hit it right now because Shiggity might get hit in the whole thing. But Shiggity, I got a little bit of food for you right now, considering your food bar is a little bit low. So take that and fill yourself on back up. Enjoy your rest time. This is going to be me and the birdies time over here. So I need to get myself... Yeah, I need you right over there, but I don't want you guys to jump in on it. So maybe, let me put you guys back over here for a second. I'm going to drop you in right here. And now that my birds have been sort of dispersed for a minute, I should be able to get in on this Ankylosaurus. This is probably the closest... I restarted the game, so this is probably why it respawned all the dinos. But this is one of the closest Ankylosauruses that I think I've seen in the game so far near our base. So we're going to go ahead and jump in on him real fast. I'm going to get him tranked before I go hunting any longer. I think there was another one over here somewhere, but I think I can outrun him without too many problems. So we might be okay. I think that was a hit right there. I'm going to go ahead and count it out. I don't see the other Ankylosaurus running at us. Go for headshots too. I know people have said on the wiki that headshots tend to help out. I try to give them a little 5 count in between here so that we get the maximum mileage out of our arrows. And then you always try to go for headshots, but it is what it is. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way. He should fall asleep any moment, I hope. My God. The frame rate is just suffering right now because there's too many dinosaurs over here. This is going to be one of those unpleasant episodes where I can't get higher than 20 frames. I know it already. There we go. He's down. So what I need to do right now, he's level 5, so this should be a very, very simple tame. We'll throw some berries on him. He's not hungry, unfortunately. Every now and again, I get lucky and I find a dinosaur that's got 0 food, and you can just tame them all instantly. It's great when that happens. Doesn't happen very often, but it does happen every now and again. I've got some stone arrows that I need to re-equip. He's just going to hang out over here. We're going to get him tamed. I don't know how I'm going to get him across the water, though, without my eagles, so that might be a little bit of a mess. Let me get all of my pets back real fast, or at least the ones that are going to be helpful while I'm hunting, and we'll start clearing this beach out and kill as many of these guys as we can. Freaky Beaky is off to the side. I'm slightly nervous about that because there are a lot of raptors out there in the jungle. I suppose we'll wait it out and we'll just see what happens. Let me grab my birds real quick. Or no, that's Freaky Beaky. Never mind, he's fine. Nothing's going to mess with Freaky Beaky. It was Shiggity Schwa that I was a little bit worried about, so we'll grab that right there. Okay, we got them both on us. And I need to make sure that you're not in attack mode. I know that I've taken you off of it before, but I just want to make sure. I've learned to check and double check things just to be positive. So we've got aggression. I'm going to put you on neutral, actually. And so what's going on here? I'm going to keep you, cycle your aggression to neutral. Why is it like it's doing weird things with the contextual menu? If I put you on passive, that would be even better. Did I put one of you guys on neutral? I'm a little bit worried about it. I want you on... Looks like they changed the options around a little bit, actually. The menu looks different now. That's weird. Alright, well, you guys are following me, so I assume in following me, you will still more than likely attack my targets, or at least I hope that you will, because we have some big hunts to do right here. There's a couple stegos in here. I'm nervous that they're going to add, which would be the thing that we would want to avoid here. I'm going to try and help hunt with arrows. And if it works out, it works out. Ow. I can't believe that got me from this far away. That's a pretty good attack radius. Should be down pretty quickly. It's a level 13 stego, so it shouldn't be that many, or it shouldn't be that large of a problem. Let's go ahead and we'll get some meat off this guy right here, which is what I'm trying to farm out. Not that much, though. I needed a hunt anyway, so this tends to be what I do. So I just chill for a little bit while I hunt these things out. Where did our Ankylosaurus go? There he is. See, I know he's around here somewhere. He's going to need himself. Yeah, it looks like he likes the Mijo berry, so I was correct there. Let's go ahead and keep him narcoed out. Probably throw 2 of those onto him right now. And he's an herbivore, so in general, I read somewhere that the herbivores prefer that you use narco berries on them or something like that. Or maybe it's the carnivores prefer narco berries and it doesn't cause them to lose training efficiency. I'm not really that worried about it right now. He's not a good choice because he's going to hit my Ankylosaurus on accident. But I need to hunt something over here. Something's got to die. Like, something's got to give up the meat right now. Otherwise, I'm going to be upset. I suppose I'll start with you. You look like an obvious target and also a soft target. So I'm going to go after you real fast. I mean, you look spiky, not soft, but you get what I mean. You look like the next most logical victim is what I'm getting at. There we go. Took him out. Took him out. And then I need arrows, so I'm going to walk around the outside of the critter. I'm going to get some of my arrows back here. The game can be weird about it sometimes, though. Sometimes you don't get your arrows back, and sometimes you do. It's kind of this weird gamble that you play with. I mean, you can see him sticking out of the body, and I seem to think that the mechanic is triggered by us just being like bim, bam, bomb and touching the body in a way you're supposed to. But, I don't know. Sometimes I don't get my stuff back. A Phiomia over there. Those give a lot of meat. I might go after the Phiomia. So you're going to take a while. Things that we can work on while I'm over here. I do have an axe with me, and I do need more wood. So I could load up a couple of the birds with wood and just make this like a multi-purpose trip, and I think that would be a wise decision to make sure that we're accomplishing something while we're over here, because every now and again I feel like... Why is the combat music on? Oh, shit, Shiggity. Please don't die. I need you to be up and out of here, Shiggity. Okay. It's just a Dilophodon, but I don't think it... Or Dilophosaur. I don't think it can deal that much damage, but... I need to get him up off the ground before I risked it. I don't want to have to tame another Pteranodon. It took forever. I got lucky with the last one, and so I like my lucky Pteranodon. It's the only one that I have. Let's go ahead and get as much wood over here as we can while we wait, and I'll load the birds up with it so that when we go back to camp, at least I'll have more building materials. I gave up on that tower over there. That tower was like the collected works of like an entire stream and an entire episode, and I still couldn't get it to work. The pillars are a little bit weird and they're hard to line up properly, and so that's where the biggest issue's coming through. I'm going to have to come up with like a better multi-purpose solution for that over there, or just fly the bird around. I don't know. I gave up on it. I got frustrated, and I just can't figure out how to get it to work. So I was like, whatever. I wish the building system was a little bit more like Rust, where they allowed you a few... I suppose they allowed you to suspend logic for a little bit just to be able to build things a little bit easier and cleaner. I don't know. Like, you should be able to clip your buildings a little bit into the wall in order to get them to place, just to, like, make your buildings feel a little bit more organic. Or at least they should come up with some kind of structure that neighbors the side of a mountain wall that allows you to build off of it with a bit more accuracy that plays into the grid that everything else uses. I don't know. It's a little bit odd, and so I stopped fiddling with it for a while. Weight's getting a little bit higher, but I think if we get a good 1,000 wood out of these random trees over here, that's going to be a good-ass day for us. Is that Brontosaurus fighting things over there? I'm starving. Find something to eat. Well, I should be taken care of pretty soon, so... Let me take a look. I think I brought some cooked meat with me because I knew this was going to be a longer trip and that we're going to be sitting here for a while. I'll probably try and grab... Yeah, let's grab this over here. There we go. Awesome. All taken care of. But yeah, I think with regards to like the longevity of this series, we've just about done everything there is to do. I mean, there's still some stuff we could tame. And there are still a few things that we could work on. But given the fact that all of my caves are bugged... So all of my caves are bugged. So we can't go into caves at all. Like, there's a big chunk of all of my random content right now that's completely and totally bugged and locked off from me, and so I find that maybe we should go do something else for a little while, and I have been eyeing Eden Star sort of with a salivating tendency the last couple of days. I do think that I would have liked to have kept Ark running for a while, but there's only so much content, you know what I mean? I think we got like 40-something episodes out of it, and that's more than a lot of YouTubers got out of it. I think most people hit it for like 20 episodes, and they're like, ah, whatever, and then they did other stuff. Let's go with Cheeky Beaky right here. I think for you, sir, you will be holding some of this weight because you appear to be a very talented weight-bearing object. Got 9 food left. I think it's a little bit... Oh, no, it's hot out. Okay, so that's going to benefit me. We'll go back and we'll check on the Ankylosaurus in just a minute. I'm going to fill up my water over on this side, I think. And then after we get the Ankylosaurus, I don't know what I want to do. I kind of want to construct a little bit more, like maybe make our base a little bit more... manageable, but that's going to take a little bit of time too. So you see where I lie here with Ark. It's kind of the unfortunate situation where there's lots of stuff I can fiddle with, but it's all going to take forever. And Ankylosaurus, how are you feeling right now? Are you looking good? He's like, well, you shot me with like 900 arrows, so I'm feeling perforated. I'm also feeling incredibly drugged out because you roofied me, so that's going to be the other problem we have here. Is that a dead pteranodon in the water? What kills a pteranodon and just leaves it? It's killing for sport. I'm not going to let the meat go to waste. I'm going to take it right this second. I need pteranodon meat, and it makes me happy. This little guy right here, yep, torpor is looking a little bit lower, so we'll go like 3 right there. Keep you nice and drugged up. Are you moving along? Like, are we accomplishing anything here? Not really would be the answer to that equation. It's sort of moving, but he's going to take a good hour and a half or so, I think. He's going to be a tame that takes a while. So, unfortunately, I think we're just going to have to live with the fact that he's going to be... one of those long duration tames, and I've also got to figure out how I'm going to get him across the water, because if there's piranhas out here, he's a slow moving target, and the piranhas are going to love to get him because I didn't bring a spear with me. So maybe, hey, piranha! I shoot you with an arrow, piranha. It's weird because sometimes the arrows go through the water and sometimes they don't. It's hard to predict. Like, it'll probably count from right there. There we go. Get a little bit of meat off this little guy, too. And get all my arrows back. Arrowed! MSG'd! I used to be a Homestar Runner fan. They still make Homestar Runner. I actually brought that up in one of my original episodes where, like, Homestar Runner was popular when I was, like, in 9th grade. And I'm almost, like, 30 now, so... Homestar Runner was, like, the original Flash thing on the internet that kids watched. And he's still got it going. I feel like that's a long-ass running, like, webcomic or web cartoon right there. He's kept it going for a while. Let me give you a little bit of extra meat because you tend to go through it very, very rapidly. While I hunt out here, I'm going to eat my own food too. What a weird weather system. What a very odd weather system. Are my birds still with me? Where do my birds go? Why aren't you guys coming with me right now? Because I was chopping wood. That's what it was. That's what it was. See, I'm a bad organizer. I try to make plans and then I always screw it up. Let's continue chopping wood for a little while because it's a thing that we need. And then after that, I thought about retrofitting my house with all stone or something like that, just like as an odd little thing to get done with. Or we could finish our perimeter fence finally. That's another thing that I never finished. I started it up. The tower is definitely not going to work. So anyways, I just need to take the time and tear that down. But I think I'm going to have to use the flying hack in order to get it done. Because getting up to the top of that thing is a little bit, parasaur. Why not? You're probably going to take some damage, but whatever. I don't really care that much. It's your ass, not mine, that I'm digging an axe into, so what are you going to do? Chop down a couple more of these bad boys over here. If there is a forest, we will deforest it. I will destroy everything that is out here. No respect for Smokey the Bear going on. There it is. I find that you actually get more wood out of these little trees than you sometimes get out of the big ones, and that's the weirdest part. Some of these little trees will give you like 20 wood, whereas the big trees will give you like 5 or 10. I don't know exactly how the whole thing's weighed out, but I actually think from the big eucalyptus trees, you should get a lot, and I mean a lot more wood. You should be able to get a good 100 out of each of those. You gotta chop it for a while, and it'll still use the same amount of durability. So it's just the difference between you having to walk like 4 feet in between each chop, or being able to sit and chop for a while in one spot. This guy, I'm a little bit worried I'm going to hit him, so I'm going to stay away from the wild stega for right now. He's stuck in a tree, so it's not that big of a deal if I do accidentally hit him. It's not like he's going to run me down or anything like that, unless I chop his tree of servitude, or I guess his tree of imprisonment down. Still, the things that I worry about. A little bit more wood from right here. There we go. That's looking nice. And right about the time it tells me I'm encumbered, we'll swing on back and load it up on the birdie. And this is how I do it. This is how I farm wood, and I do it frequently. I do it a lot. The last stream that I did, we actually didn't accomplish anything. It was just like 2 hours of me fiddling around with the stupid tower and not getting it to function properly. Since my caves are bugged, a lot of people seem to think that I'm not going to be able to find myself a plesiosaur. And so I would be actually inclined to believe them on that one. The plesiosaurs are supposed to show up near the bottom of the ocean and just be like one of those big threats that you hit when you're deep, deep down, but I haven't found one. I've been swimming around everywhere, and I still haven't located a single one, so I don't know. I heard they roll in groups too, and they're super hardcore. With this Ankylosaurus over here, unfortunately, since his torpor is so low, I was hoping if he had like 1,000 torpor, we could just leave him over here and I could do other stuff and not have to worry about it for right now. But at the moment, I think I'm going to break the episode off because like I think I'm boring you right now. I'm pretty sure I am. What is that out in the water right there? Is that another dead bird? What's up with all the... That's really odd. Like, why are all of these... I think he might just still be flying and then he's going to drown. I don't know what's up with this dude. Is he dead or alive? Yeah, he's dead. Huh. Weird. I've noticed that since the last patch, all the flyers have been dead in the water all the time. Yeah, like right there. All the animals, I don't know if they removed a restriction where the animals used to avoid going in water or what they did, but in my experience, the last couple days since they patched, dinosaurs have been going out into the ocean and just drowning themselves over and over and over again. Like they black out in the water and then they die. I don't really know exactly what causes this to happen, but it appears as though there was some kind of AI or programming change that's causing all the dinosaurs to drown frequently now. So anyways, I'll see y'all in the next episode. This is Ark Survival Evolved. If you want to get the game and check it out, it's down below. Thank you for joining me. I apologize that we're not really doing much anymore in the series. There's not really much left to do. It may be time to bid this one adieu, but I'm going to think about it over the weekend, and I'll let you know what the conclusion that I come to is. We'll decide if we wanted to do something like a little bit more spacefaring, perhaps, or if we wanted to move on to a different survival game. There's not a whole lot being released right now, so I don't know. I'll see y'all later. How do, everybody?